We're living in this world where every week a new big blockbuster franchise film comes out. It's not like you're waiting for months for another one. So what does legacy mean now in this franchise saturated world, and how do we kind of craft a legacy? And that's something I guess you have to think about, with Avatar as well. Like, how do we craft a legacy?
I got to tell you, the summer blockbuster slate was jam-packed back in 1991 too. It's films fall away and a few remain because they've kind of rung the bell of the zeitgeist at that moment. And I think Terminator 2 did that. The question is it still ringing, or are we just getting high on our own supply here? We'll put it out in theaters. It comes out August 25th, and if people show up, then I guess we weren't idiots. But look, even if it only breaks even, it was worth it for me, for my time, to get the film into the best shape that it's ever been in.
Well, you certainly have the ability to really focus on something like Avatar and take your time to get it exactly where you want it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you shot T2 in 186 days, I believe, and it was a quick turnaround.
It wasn't. I don't think it was 186 days. I think it was probably more like 135, something like that, which was considered to be Terminator 2 is a $100 million film when no film had ever cost more than about $80 million. I'm not particularly proud of that fact, but it was definitely fighting at the very top of its weight class at that time, or the top weight class of that time. So it was considered an epic in its day. If we were making the film today, it would probably cost some multiple of that. And the Avatar films are the same in that regard. I don't know where I was going with that thought, but anyway.
I'm just curious. Do you prefer sort of that when you're under pressure, or you have more time to let it breathe?
We didn't have. I remember finishing Terminator 2 hours before the absolute drop dead, you have screwed the pooch deadline. Hours. We didn't. From the time it came out of my printer, the first draft, which I was scrambling to get done so I could run and get on a plane to Cannes to announce the movie, and I was going to, which I did, give the script to Arnold on the plane to read. From the time it came out of my printer to the time it was in theaters was exactly 12 months. And a big part of the cost of the film was trying to cram it all into. So, I have a little more time now, but the Avatar films, we're trying to do 16 years worth of work in 8 years. If you think about, the first film took us 4.5 years, depending on when you really start the clock, and we're doing 4 of them. That adds up to 16 by my math. So there's obviously a lot of parallel processing and economies of scale there. So my next day off is in, 2025, I think.
Enjoy that day off. James Cameron, thanks so much. Look forward to seeing it in theaters and checking out Avatar.
Okay.